Right now, by the way, we are awaiting the DHS Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas. Is he speaking now, Joe? Let's show the live picture if we have it, because I believe the DHS Secretary, Alejandro Mayorkas, is in Eagle Pass, Texas right now. There he is. As here in Washington, Julia, Democrats and Republicans try to put together some sort of border package, and as some Republicans are threatening maybe a government shutdown because they don't like a government spending deal that seems to be hashed out.
Right. And I think Democrats in particular are under pressure on this. We talk about how Republicans obviously can't have a government shutdown. You know, we saw McCarthy. Yes, we saw McCarthy struggle with this. I think Johnson probably is a slightly better scenario than McCarthy. It seems like he's, I don't want to say still in his honeymoon period, but he enjoys, I think, more support than McCarthy did, has those better relationships. But with the border, Democrats have quite a bit of, they're under quite a bit of pressure, because we know that Republicans are going to make this a campaign issue up and down the ballot. So you have Hakeem Jeffries, who wants to defend, you know, his caucus there. So going forward, or conference, but Democrats are certainly on the defense.
So again, live look, Eagle Pass, Texas, DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas there right now. Chris, set the stage for me with him speaking at the southern border.
So the Republicans want to impeach him.
And get a deal done.
So you have this back and forth with Biden. So Biden, on the one hand, has a faction in his party that wants him to aggressively confront House Republicans and go to war. And there are Democrats I talked to today who were not happy that Biden came so quickly to terms on the framework of a spending deal. And they think they ought to push Republicans at the edge because, Julia, while you are quite right that Johnson is in a better position than Kevin McCarthy, talk about damning with faint praise. So it's tough and tight for the Republicans. You have Mayorkas, you have the Hunter Biden contempt measure coming forward
later this week.
You have Biden's impeachment inquiry, and you have all of this coming to a head on one side. And on the other side, you have Biden, who's trying to get a deal. He wants to get a deal on the spending, but he also wants to put together a Ukraine, Israel, and border package to put through. It's very fraught stuff.
Hogan, I wonder, when you look at Alejandro Mayorkas there at the southern border, you think what?
My blood boils when
I almost took your breath away there.
I can't even say it. This is all his fault. Look, this isn't by accident.
Hold on. This is all Mayorkas' fault?
The Biden administration.
Okay.
Right. It's not by accident. It's by design. This is what they want to have happen. They want people flooding into our country, or they would have stopped it, because they can stop it. When you see what it's doing to our local communities, with fentanyl killing more people in this country, it's the #1 killer of 18 to 45-year-olds. It can all be stopped. These deaths, these robberies, these murders, these homicides, the DUIs, they're all 100% preventable, because people who don't have the right to be here shouldn't be here. The administration can fix all of this. They just won't do it because they want them in the country.
But it's not because they want that. I wish you would take that back, because
I will not.
All Americans.
It's obvious.
And our policies about catch and release versus housing kids in cages to take them from their parents, or holding these immigrants who have a right to come here legally and give them a path of citizenship, we're not holding them in Mexico. Now, granted, this is what you get when you do catch and release on the Biden policy. They should have been more prepared with more resources and more human resources. But the fact of the matter is, no Democrat or Republican wants fentanyl here, wants terrorism here, doesn't want a safe border. And it's irresponsible for the GOP to say that, because you're disagreeing on policy. The results are awful. I agree with you. But you're disagreeing on policy, and you can't get indicted or impeached because our policies aren't working.
Well, a lot of the laws that are in place are just ignoring outright anyway. So they're not even enforcing the laws they're supposed to be enforcing. Look, we want the border closed.
Trump ignored a lot of laws, too.
We want the border closed.
He certainly got impeached over it.
We want the border closed. They want it open. It's obvious, because you can fix it right now.
We want them to have a pathway to citizenship. You don't want those black and brown people coming across the southern border.
Hold on one second.
You don't.
This isn't a race issue.
I didn't say it was a race issue.
You just said black and brown people coming across the southern border.
Doesn't want them coming across the border.
We let in a million people in this country.
You want to shut it down, and that means keeping those black and brown people out.
A million people come to this country legally every year.
The GOP has to deal with that.
These people are letting in hundreds of thousands per month across the southern border. The Obama administration...
Giving them a pathway to citizenship.
Julia, Chris, jump in here.
Mexico.
I'm not jumping in
Okay.
anything. But I will say you have here a nice microcosm of why we can't have nice things in the United States of America, and why, even though 70% of Americans basically agree on immigration. So we have broad consensus in the United States on immigration, which is strict enforcement combined with a pathway to citizenship for those who are here illegally and haven't committed other crimes.
Real quick.
We can't have it.
Does the GOP believe in giving those immigrants here illegally a pathway to citizenship?
Well, I don't speak
yes
for
or no?
I don't speak for the GOP, but I guarantee
you're here
Let me
representing
ask.
the GOP.
Let me ask Congressman Pete Sessions.
Okay.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.